Hey, we are here today. It is Thursday lunch and launch. We are here today, guys. Lunch and launch on this Thursday, 12 o'clock. We're going to give you a 15-minute, just quick jolt to get your week, the rest of your week. You've made it through Wednesday, and now you are going into the weekend. So thank you guys for joining in. Come on in. I know. Hey, Born Boss Lady. Hey, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Come on in. And guys, if you miss it, you can always catch the replay. So no worries. But if you catch the replay, just put in #replay, guys. And if this is blessing you, I really want you to share it. We are trying to get as many people as possible to live the life and build the business that they dreamed, hoped, and prayed for. So we are a community that are pushing and pulling one another. So I want you to come on in and definitely share it. So we'll give a few more minutes for people to come on in, but I just want to say hey to Timothy Howerton. I think I got that right. And guys, we're going to have a treat for you. We're probably going to bring on some men to add some flavor and their perspective. So in the near future, we will definitely have some men that will pull up on the spot. But I just want to thank Chocolate Diva. Thank you for joining us. Thank you guys for your support. Grateful Child, thank you. I am just so honored and privileged just to have you guys that just tune in every week to get this word. So I really appreciate it. All right. So it's about 2 minutes after 12. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And like I said, if you missed it, definitely you can catch the replay. Guys, before we start, I really want to talk to you about a mastermind that is going to be starting March the 25th. We are doing a small group coaching mastermind class, and it is going to be 12 weeks. It meets for about an hour and a half. Sometimes we may go over, it depends, but at least an hour and a half on the Mondays after March 25th. And if you miss it, you can always catch the replay in the portal. But I am putting together a group of about 20 people. It is going to be a small group. And we are going to deal with matters of the will of life. So we'll deal with health, relational, emotional intelligence. We're going to deal with spiritual, dealing with the soul, and we're going to deal with your purpose and your calling. And even touch on wealth. And we're going to bring in experts that are going to help us and push us further. So guys, let me tell you, it's going to be 12 weeks, a small group, coaching mastermind group. We have about 10 slots already filled. So if you know you want to be part of it, please direct message me, DM me and say, I'm interested. Put your information in there so that my team can get back with you. This came from the Soul Retreat. There were so many testimonies and breakthroughs that happened that we decided, you know what, we have to keep this going. And because community is so important, helping and pushing and pulling one another is really what helps you make those quantum leaps. So look, guys, we are trying to do a transformative year this year. This year will be like no other. We are about to be into the second quarter of this year. We are ending the first quarter, and guys, we want to go into that second quarter strong. So we know that it takes a community. We know that it takes people helping sort out issues, and we're going to deal with some of those things that have held us back, things that we've said we wanted to do for years and years, but they've held us back. So enough about that. We're going to get into today's lesson, something that my coach has been really pressing on, and I definitely wanted to share it with you. So we're going to talk about emotional snipers. And I'm just going to read this definition, guys. An emotional sniper is a metaphorical term used to describe hidden or subtle emotional issues and triggers that can undermine an individual's personal or professional success. These emotional snipers operate covertly, often outside of one's conscious awareness, and can impact varied aspects of life, including relationships, decision-making, self-esteem, and overall well-being. Guys, these are emotional snipers. And the reason that they're called snipers is because for all you guys in the military or people that have been in the service and just probably just in general, a sniper can't be seen. Typically, snipers, the way that they are able to defeat the enemy is because they can't be seen. So I want to let you know that the enemy, the adversary, uses snipers, emotional snipers that stop, hinder you from living the life that God has called you to live. And that thing that I said that God has placed in your hands, emotional snipers are used to either defeat that thing or hinder it, destroy it or hinder it. So we're going to deal today with 3 emotional snipers, because the biggest thing about an emotional sniper is to become aware of the sniper. If you don't know the sniper's there, then you can't do anything about it. So the first one that I want to talk to you guys about, and there are about 7 emotional snipers, but we're going to deal with just 3 of them today. We have about 8 minutes left, so we're going to quickly deal with 3 of these emotional snipers. The first one is imposter syndrome. Now, we hear people talking all the time about imposter syndrome. But the thing about imposter syndrome is that you never feel like you have enough credentials. You never feel like you've accomplished enough. And when you go out and you do things, you almost feel like you're not worthy. You shouldn't be doing it. I'm going to give you some signs and symptoms of imposter syndrome. The first one is negative self-talk. I'm not good enough. I can't do that. I'm not smart enough. I don't have that certification. If I only had that 1 degree, I could probably do that. That, guys, is a symptom of an emotional sniper. That is imposter syndrome. Undermined confidence. Again, you're saying, hey, I can't do it. I'm just not equipped. You know, sometimes you may have to stand up and present something for your job, and you get up and you're nervous because you're like, I really shouldn't be doing this. There are other people that know more than I do. That's a symptom of imposter syndrome. And then burnout. Have you ever met the person? They're always doing 1,000 things, whether it's church or whether it's in business or whether it is, they're constantly doing. And I'm not talking about using what God has placed in your hands, but it's like it's working to get some type of an approval because you need to feel like you're validated. That is a key symptom of imposter syndrome. That's an emotional sniper, guys, and that can hinder you, that can stop you from launching deeper, for walking in doors that God has called you to walk into. The second one that I want to touch on is called passivity. Now, this one shocked me. I really didn't know that this was an emotional sniper. But passivity refers to a state of inaction, lack of initiative, passive approach to life or situations. Oh yeah, I'll do that once the kids are gone. I'll do that once I retire. yeah, I can't really decide what I want to do. I know I want to maybe work with children, maybe work with women, maybe work with adults. You're always sort of going and pivoting between one thing or another thing. Oh, yeah, and I like that. I'm going to pin this in the comments. Thank you, Dr. Angie, for that. But I will tell you that passivity will cause you to not move. It causes you to be stuck. You sit back and it's almost like you've heard of people saying passive aggressive. That person is aggressive in some ways, but they're passive in other ways. And again, indecision, missed opportunities, codependency on others, limited problem solving skills. I can't seem to decide what to do. I can't seem to figure it out. Those are symptoms of passivity. And that's a key. That's one of the top 5 emotional snipers. Now, guys, this last one is called hypersensitivity. Trust me, I dealt with that. I went through a phase during COVID, and every time my pastor would preach on a sermon, I swore he was talking about me. Is he talking about me? Are they saying that about me? If someone put a tweet out, was he tweeting about me? That's hypersensitivity, guys. And it's a psychological context. It refers to an exaggerated or heightened sensitivity to various stimuli, often emotional or interpersonal in nature. It can manifest as extreme reactions to perceived criticism, rejection, or other emotional triggers. Hypersensitivity can hinder people from success in several ways because people can't give you honest feedback. When you're trying to grow your business or your life, or you want to live a healthy life, guys, I've been on this journey these last couple months of really trying to eat healthier. But when you're hypersensitive, people can't tell you sugar isn't good for you. Oh, are you talking about me eating sugar? It's good to work out. Oh, what are you trying to say? I should be working out? Those are signs, guys, of hypersensitivity. I'm telling you, you overreact to feedback. Another thing is low self-esteem. See, the thing that hypersensitivity can do is it can make you shut down. You start to limit risk-taking because you don't want people to criticize you. And it's reduced resilience. So that thing that helps you bounce back, that thing that helps you overcome issues when you're hypersensitive, guys, it can just stop you. So I hope those 3 things encouraged you. I just want you to put in the chat, what's something good, guys? We got to put something good to kill this hypersensitivity. This emotional snipers. I want you guys to put in the chat, no snipe. That's our little thing. Just put no snipe, no sniper. We're going to be more aware of the snipers in our life. If you're not driving, just put no sniper. Because in 2024, we are not going to allow these emotional snipers stop us from living the life and building the business that we've dreamed, we've hoped for, and we've been in our secret closet praying for. Guys, we have been praying for this stuff, and God is saying we are going to start uncovering and unpeeling the layers that is stopping us from living this life, guys. That's right, no snipe. I like that Born Boss lady. She even has like a little gun in it. Let's put some fire in the chat for no snipe, guys. As we end this 15-minute lunch and launch, let's put some fire in the chat to let people know that we're not going for it. We're going to recognize passivity. We are going to recognize, look, I have so many, imposter syndrome, and we are going to recognize hypersensitivity. We're going to stop being, when people call us, the first thing we say is, what's wrong? What happened? What just went down? Because we're hypersensitive. We're expecting something. But on today, we are expecting good things to happen, doors to open. We are expecting God to just open up this blessing, this window. He's already said it's done. We just have to walk into it. And I just want to end this with that pinned Jeremiah 1:5, 29 and 11. Don't work to get approval, guys. Don't work to get the approval of others. Work to get the approval of God. All right, guys, again, for another quick 15-minute lunch and launch. I love you. Don't forget to DM me. We only have about 10 slots left. It is a 12-week mastermind. Once a week, we're going to get on, we're going to work, we're going to dig deeper, we're going to walk out our purpose and come out with a strategy. We're going to deal with silence, all those great things, and we're going to do some soul work. So I can't wait to see you for our first cohort of the Soul Retreat Mastermind. Okay, guys? So join in, and I'll see you next Thursday.